Hello! Well, it's the Advent calendar, electronic sound Advent calendar, and it's day 4. And apparently, I'll be building a synthesizer in 24 steps. You've got a disco ball, you've got what appears to be a graphic equalizer, and a little keyboard. Let's see what day 4 holds. I'll move these things out of the way. Well, day 4 is a larger looking window than day 3. What we've got? There was a bit of a giveaway yesterday anyway. It's a speaker. Oh, what's it caught on? Oh, I see. The gable's caught under there. With a fetching green backing. Oh, okay, that's not a brand. That's just your ROHS. And it's an 8-ohm 0.5 watt speaker cone. Okay, now, since we have a capacitor, I wonder if there's any capacitor circuit with a speaker that we're going to be able to make. What do we got then? Day 4. Open a door and another push button. Well, that other push button must have been the one that ended up in number 1. Okay, so it kind of must have transferred. That's why I ended up with 2 push buttons. Place of components on the board. We've got that, yeah. And single clicking. So we're going to get just clicks. Well, let's have a look. So we'll take out the board. We're making a fresh circuit this time. So I'll put the circuit diagram here so you can see it while I build it. Oh, well, that's not it. There we go. I'll come back for the batteries, which I know are under there. So we've got the capacitor on 4, and remember with the capacitor, that's the negative, so that's always got to go into the bottom here. Okay, position 5 even. The LED, and put that across here. Got one of the buttons. Line it up there. And then the other button goes up here. Okay, it's an interesting place to put that button. We'll just untie the speaker wires. Guess again they're putting it there so they don't need any jumper wires. There we go. So it does warn not to put the speaker across the power source because you'll destroy it. Kind of makes sense. Mouse speaker must never be connected directly to the power source because current flowing under these circumstances would damage it. Yeah, you'd basically burn out the coil in the back of it, because the coil is basically just a piece of wire wrapped around a few times. There's no right. So okay, so what that's doing, I guess, is when you press this, it shorts from the speaker to the negative. So this button would charge up the capacitor, light the light. This button discharges it, so you should hear it click, or maybe you wouldn't hear it click until you let go, actually. Right, let's put the battery in and see what we get. Oop. Actually, let's put the battery wires in first before adding the last battery. And you'll notice here I need to take this battery out and put it in again because I've kind of slightly knocked that out. There we go. It's better. Right. Okay, so we press the button. LED lights. Now the LED goes dim because that means it's charged capacitor, because it's charging capacitor across the LED, and when there's little left to charge to the capacitor, the LED goes dim because there's no more current flowing. Okay, here we go. I didn't hear a thing. Didn't hear it. Try that again. I think it did click, but I think the tack switch makes a bigger noise than the speaker. Because if normal tack switch and then the speaker. Did you hear that pop? That was it. So there's a tack switch and there's the speaker. And it won't do it again because all the current's gone when it does that. Pop. I mean, it's a satisfying noise. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Well, let's have a look. What else have they got here before we move on? So, strong magnet, which I mentioned, is at the back of the speaker, and you can see the strong magnet. It's the black ring. Here we go. You see that ring there? That's a strong magnet. And then inside there is a coil attached to a membrane. So you got this membrane of paper, so a membrane and a cone which can move, and the coil is, when you put electricity through the coil, it's going to move inside the magnet, and when it moves the membrane with it, and the membrane basically makes when it moves, the paper cone moves, that moves the air, that makes a noise. So it interacts with a permanent magnet and thus moves a membrane. Yes, it does talk about that. And a deflection of the membrane, it doesn't mention that the deflection of the membrane causes air to move, which makes a sound. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you for tomorrow's Advent. Bye!